Hi everybody, it's Christina from Maggie's Crochet, and today I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful sun hat using the Raffia yarn from Premier Yarns. This is actually a really easy project. If you've never made a hat before, they can look kind of intimidating, but it's pretty simple, so I'm going to walk you through this. We'll start with our Raffia yarn and size H8 hook, and you'll begin by chaining 6, and then we'll join this to form a ring. So just take your hook, put in that very first chain stitch, grab a loop, pull it through, and then pull that loop through the loop already on your hook. This raffia, it's a little stiff, not as stiff as I thought it might be, but it will take you maybe a little while to get used to working with it, but it's such a beautiful color and the texture is really fun too. So once you've got your ring joined, you'll just chain 1, and then we're going to work 12 half double crochets right in the center of this ring here. So you'll yarn over, go right into the middle of the ring there, grab a loop and pull it through. You have 3 loops on your hook at this point. We're just going to yarn over and pull through all 3 of them at once, and that's 1 half double crochet. So it kind of starts like a double, but we end it a little differently. So again, yarn over, go right down into the ring there, grab a loop, pull it through. You got 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 3. So you want to get a total of 12 of these in the center of your ring here. This is the very, very top of your hat, right here in the center. So I'm going to finish my 12 half double crochets, then I'll come back and show you how to move on to round 2. So here are my 12 half double crochets for my round 1. Now a lot of times when you're working in rounds, then you would join with a slip stitch here and chain up to start the next round. For this hat, however, we're going to kind of work in a spiral. We're not going to join our rounds. So to make sure I know where the end of my rounds are, I've got my little handy dandy stitch marker here. I'm just going to slide it in the top of the last stitch of each round. So that's the last stitch of round 1, and then when I come around to round 2, I'll just unhook this and put it in the last stitch of round 2. For round 2, still working in half double crochets, and we're going to do 2 half double crochets in each stitch around. So at the end of round 1 we had 12. At the end of round 2 we'll have 24 half double crochets. So just yarn over, go right in the top of that first half double crochet there, and we'll work 2 stitches in the same stitch so that we're increasing here. So by the end of this round, we will have doubled our stitch count. So I'm going to go finish round 2, and then I'll come back and show you how to move on from here. Here I am almost at the end of round 2. You can see I've still got my stitch marker in the last stitch of round 1. I'm going to go ahead and take that out real quick. Work my 2 half double crochets in that last stitch. And then mark the last stitch of round 2. So you'll just keep moving your stitch marker up in that manner as you work on this project. Now for round 3, we're still increasing, but we're not going to increase in every stitch. We'll increase in the first stitch, so 2 half double crochets in the first one. But in the next one, we're just going to do 1. We won't be increasing in this one. And then you just repeat that around. In your pattern, it's written in brackets, so you'll just repeat that bracketed part until you reach the end of the round, and you should have 36 half double crochets at that point. And then the next few rounds are very similar, but the number of stitches that you don't increase in will increase each time. So this was round 3. For round 4, you'll do 2 half double crochets, so you'll increase. But then you'll just do 1 in each of the next 3 stitches. So you're not increasing in those 3. Then in round 5, you'll do 2 half double crochets and then just 1 in the next 4. And so on through round 9. Let me show you that on the hat here. So you can see here at the top we've worked, you'll work through round 9, which is about right here, and that increases. And then rounds 10 through 22 are the straight part, where you're just working straight down, and that's from about here to down here. Then once you get to round 23, you'll work 2 half double. You'll switch to your smaller hook, the size F5 hook, and you can see right here where we've worked 2 half double crochets in each stitch around. See, there's 2 in that stitch, 2 in that one. And then the rest of the brim you just work straight out, working doubles and then singles right here at the edge. Then you can take a piece of milliner's wire, or I think we've got fishing wire used here. See, it's clear right there, and you just weave that into the last row, and that will help make your brim a little sturdier. So like I said, it's a pretty simple project. The hardest part is the increasing up here, but then this section of the brim you work straight. This section of the brim you'll work straight, so it's a little bit easier than maybe you might first think just by looking at it. Guys, if you've got any questions about this project, you can certainly ask them down in the comments below, and in the description you'll find the links to the pattern and the materials and everything else you'll need for this project. Thanks for watching.
And this is the third part, which we're going to do the edging round. So at the end of row 13, so what that is to just go between these 2 shells and go into that space right there and work a single crochet like that.